Lucky ladies and gents, it's a special day in Ibiza as I get to sit down with two of my South African house legends from back in the day when I still worked at Tilt in Durban, one of my favorite dance clubs. I'm here with Kesaris and GreenJnr. How are you guys?
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic to be here in Ibiza, as it's pronounced. Yeah,
One of the many ways of pronouncing it.
yeah.
How about yourself, Dave? You good?
It's been epic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys
too
well.
good.
You guys in good energy, yeah?
Fantastic. It's been an absolute mind blast from the time we've arrived till now. Our final swan song, as you might call it.
Fantastic. And we'll talk about where you're going to end off your celebration weekend here in Ibiza shortly. But you guys have had some good fun out here. I think, well, together we've all just had an amazing couple of days. But before we speak about Ibiza, Mimi, why don't you tell us a bit of a history about the South African scene and what you were a part of in the early 90s?
Sure, well, been around from the mid-80s, where Italo disco was the flavor of the time, and then house exploded. The early 90s were unbelievable, and the house scene has evolved since then, but at the end of the day, it still boils down to good old house music.
Yeah.
And here we are, 35 odd years later.
Amazing, isn't it? and still rocking.
Yeah, although it's a little bit harder these days, but still there.
We can still tap our feet and get involved. can't we?
100%.
Absolutely good stuff. And Green, I mean, I didn't actually realize, we were mates back in the day at Tilt, but I didn't know that you were pretty much my age, bro. How old were you when you were DJing at Tilt?
17.
Really?
Yeah.
And how old were you when you started? Was that your earliest days?
I started when I was about 16, I think.
Yeah.
I had a set of old decks. And but unfortunately I missed the good old days of 95 and that. But the 2000s and that were really still good.
As much as the South African scene was incredible in the 90s, I would kill to have gotten my feet on here in the 90s just for a little party.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's always been about what you hear and the legend. And at the end of the day, in the year 2018, here we are to experience it all. So it's been absolutely fantastic. And thanks to Lucky Life, it's been all about you bringing us here, and it's been incredible. So once again, thanks to you.
My absolute pleasure, Mimi. It's been a real honor to look after you guys and have you out here and host you guys along with us and our Lucky Life music artists and Ben first along from the label and play at some of our favorite little iconic sunset spots of the island. Everyone's been really happy with the music, especially the Sunset Roof Terrace with people from 20 different countries and 10 nationalities. Was just amazing. The music was just spot on. I'm glad you guys got to actually play with sunset in view. And then Cafe Del Mar last night was lovely, and a proper crazy boat party as well. So it has been good. But guys, listen, I want to know from you, I've been here for a while, and for me there's a lot of change on the island, and it's interesting to watch. And we get very tinted view of life. Once you're here for a while, you get very political into the music scene and what clubs work and what clubs don't. And so I'm really interested to know what you guys think of Hi Ibiza. You guys have walked into what used to be a legend called Space. It's now a new club. I know it is something that was before that's changed into something new. For you guys, it's a brand new club. And you've walked in. What do you think of Hi?
Look, for me, it was something on a completely different level. It was unbelievable. Walking into Black Coffee's night for us as South Africans was incredible, and proudly so, to arrive in Ibiza and see billboards of Black Coffee, incredibly proud. And the experience itself, you have to go there to experience it. So completely unbelievable. A different perspective completely.
And it is really amazing here, being a South African in Ibiza and seeing legends like Black Coffee ringing and have been literally billboarded across the island at such a massive level. So Dave, you and I stuck around a little bit longer for Black Coffee and, kind of just tested out the dance floors and even the toilets as well. And tell us, how was your night?
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
The club is incredible.
Did you dance?
Yeah. I think I wore a couple of holes in the dance floor.
Good stuff, man. Well, I'm glad somebody stayed out till 7:30 in the morning. At least it's important. And from your guys' little 3 gigs, what would you say was your highlights over the last couple of days?
They were all a highlight, actually. From the introduction, the house party, the setting was unbelievable. As you say, people from 20 different countries, 20 people from 20 different countries to play to them. Then the boat party was off the hook, unbelievable. Wind swaying the boat from side to side, but people didn't really care about that. And I mean, Cafe Del Mar, the epic, legendary Cafe Del Mar, to end it off there was unbelievable. So we go back home and with many, many stories to tell.
Absolutely, bro. Good stuff. Well, I'm glad we captured a few of the highlights along the way, and we've left something for the imagination as well, don't you worry. So now that I've had two of my favorite DJs from South Africa come out here and DJ with us, party with us, and just have a great time at Ibiza, I know that South Africans also like Ibiza.
Yeah, I mean, everyone aspires at some stage in their life to get here. I never thought it would happen, but here we are, 51 years of age. We could say my swan song, ending it all off here. I mean, what more could I have asked for? So fantastic.
Well, it's a fantastic soiree and last little end off from it all, man. But Bimi, do you reckon you could say that the South African scene are ready to come out to Ibiza? Could we get the boys up for it?
100%. I mean, arriving here, I've seen billboards of South Africans all over the place. Black Coffee, the obvious one. Then Shimza as well, a billboard with Shimza doing a Thursday night here as well was surprising but fantastic, because I think what Black Coffee's done is he's exposed the South African sound to the world now. Afro House is a genre on its own, and it's the next level. It's the sound that people seem to be aspiring towards. So good stuff for the country, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, good stuff, I agree. And Culoe also doing the Sundays down at Blue Marlin. So do you reckon the DJs are here? Is it about time we start to get the people here?
I think so.
Yeah. If I do, will you come back?
Definitely. Anytime.
Happy days. Good stuff, guys. Well, look, before we wrap up, if you don't know where we are, we're just right outside DC10. It's
DC10.
A Monday.
Yeah, DC10.
Where we should be. It's a Monday afternoon. I mean, what's what you do in Ibiza? Boys are ready for it. They're saying, but you really have to do an interview, Mike. We're really fucking rude. Come on. We've been all well behaved for 3 days of gigs now.
Yeah.
But before we rock and let you guys roll on, last two questions for each of you. Right, we're here on Lucky Live TV. Mimi, I've got to ask you, what's got to be the luckiest thing that's ever happened to you?
Being here. Being here, really, and I'm not just saying that. I mean, out of the blue, my brother said, let's go to Ibiza. Lucky Life then came on board and arranged the whole tour for us. So unexpected, but unbelievable.
And Dave, bruv, what's going to be the luckiest thing that's ever happened to you?
I think being on Lucky Live TV.
Happy days. There we go. That makes me smile, obviously. And the last one for today, Mimi Kesaris. You've been in Ibiza now for 5 days today. What would you say is your favorite thing about this island?
The people, the vibe, the music, and you have choices. I mean, people can do the commercial thing, people can do the underground thing, but at the end of the day, it's a party island. The whole economy revolves around party, 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 which is a complete mindfuck. So yeah, it just shows you how the rest of the world lives, how the rest of the world parties, and how big and professional the scene actually is this side of the world.
Yeah, it really is an industry, and I think, you know, that the early days from goodness of Tilt and everything got us inspired to be a part of this, and can we actually work and live in this industry? And it really is an industry now. It's beyond just, you know, a bit of dance music and parties. It's a real industry.
Sure.
Yeah. How about yourself, Dave? What's going to be your favorite thing about this magic island Ibiza? Or are you going to find out when you get in there?
Find out inside there.
Big thanks to Ben First and our partners at Cirque de la Nude, Cafe Del Mar and Tommy Mo for hosting us at amazing locations. And big thanks to you boys for rocking Ibiza with us.
Thanks to Lucky Life. Yeah.
And now, on to DC10. See ya.
Off we go.
Let's go.